How do you deal with disrespect? This is a very important question, because if there's anything a man would throw his entire life away for, it's disrespect. You always hear people say women are emotional and men are logical. But when it comes to getting disrespected, men throw all logic out the window. You see this all the time in traffic. Something small happens and men start fighting each other like there's no tomorrow. Here is the dark reality. Worldwide, there are men in prison cells rotting away. They'll never taste freedom again, all because they dealt with disrespect the wrong way in a single moment. It's easy to judge these men, but sooner or later, you will also be tested. Someone will say something to you or your loved ones that'll make your blood boil, and you may do something stupid. The Stoics came up with a solution to this issue. So in this video, we will go over 8 Stoic lessons to handle disrespect. Make sure you watch until the end, because the last one might just be the most important. Number 1, remain calm and do not retaliate. When someone disregards or insults you, it's tempting to let anger take over and seek revenge. But this is dangerous, because lashing out aggressively, even if the urge feels justified, usually makes things worse long term. Instead, you must remain calm. Take a deep breath and detach your emotions from the situation. When you do this, you'll start to see things from a zoomed-out perspective, as if you're watching pieces on a chessboard. This brings clarity, and it makes you realize that 9 out of 10 times, the situation is not even worth a response. After all, it isn't the disrespectful act itself that causes harm. Disrespect in itself isn't hurtful or offensive at all. It's our own interpretation and thoughts about disrespect that triggers feelings of hurt or anger. Listen, when someone disrespects you, it's crucial to remind yourself that their behavior reflects their own thoughts and opinions, not a divine judgment of your true value. They aren't God, so their negative opinion is meaningless anyways. This shift in perspective can help you maintain your inner calm. It helps you make a more rational response, if a response is even needed. Do not misunderstand it. I'm not telling you to tolerate or accept disrespect. What I'm saying is you should handle it with self-control and dignity. By remaining calm, you show you're not easily swayed by external events. Number 2, set clear boundaries. Stoicism is far from advocating passivity or becoming a doormat. When someone shows you disrespect, you don't have to silently endure it, nor should you respond with uncontrolled anger. You can be both calm and assertive. Establish clear boundaries that safeguard your dignity. And when someone crosses those boundaries, communicate what was done wrong and how you expect to be treated. What helps is when you keep strong eye contact while you do this. Don't look at the ground or break eye contact like a coward, but be firm with the gaze of a lion. This instantly makes it clear that you're not playing around when it comes to your boundaries and that you respect yourself. It lets other people know that you demand to be treated with respect, no matter the circumstances. Number 3, reflect on yourself. Most people like to point fingers at others. According to them, it's always someone else's fault and they've never done anything wrong. It's important to always self-reflect and remain brutally honest with yourself and see if you've done something to trigger disrespect. Ask yourself questions like, is there any truth in what the person said or did? Or, did I say or do anything that provoked this situation? You may come to the conclusion that you've made a mistake yourself and that a simple apology could de-escalate the situation. Always self-reflect. It helps you gain a better understanding of the event and your own role in it. Number 4, consider the source. When someone is insulting or demeaning, pause to reflect before reacting. Is their behavior a reflection of their own pain, insecurity, or ignorance, rather than an accurate judgment of you? Do not take brief interactions personally. As Seneca stated, "He who takes offense when no offense is intended is a fool. Yet he who takes offense when offense is intended is also a fool. For the wise man ignores insults." What people attack in you often mirrors what they attack in themselves. So let it roll off your back and have some compassion, because some people hate themselves. Number 5, acceptance. No matter who you are, you will face disrespect in your life, from when you're a kid to when you become an old man. No matter how kind or strong you are, we all come face to face with disrespect in life, and there's no escaping it. Why? Because the reality is that disrespect is a part of life. We must accept that reality and focus on what you can control. At the end of the day, how we respond to it is where our power lies. Understand that while you can't control how others treat you, you have the ability to decide how you react to disrespect. It liberates you from the unnecessary burden of anger and resentment. By adopting the Stoic principle of acceptance, you're not passively tolerating disrespect, but you're actively choosing to remain unfazed by it. You're focusing on what truly matters and channeling your energy into areas where you can make a difference. Life's challenges, including disrespect, are not unconquerable obstacles. There are opportunities for personal growth and self-mastery. Number 6, use humor. Using humor as a response to disrespect is a subtle yet powerful art. It's a very underrated way to diffuse tense situations. Imagine you're met with disrespect, and instead of fighting fire with fire by becoming angry or defensive, you're lighthearted and respond with a funny and witty joke. This touch of humor shifts the energy of the interaction, and you'll often see the person that disrespected you will start to feel awkward, because your lightheartedness makes it clear you have no bad intentions. This approach displays that people often exhibit disrespect out of their own insecurities or frustrations, and a humorous response can catch them off guard, leading to a change in dynamics of the conversation. By employing humor, you're displaying emotional intelligence and self-control. You're choosing to rise above the negativity and create a more positive atmosphere, even in the face of disrespect. This practice isn't about belittling or dismissing the disrespect. Rather, it's a way of diffusing tension and promoting more respectful and productive interactions. It showcases your ability to maintain your composure and respond creatively. Number 7, practice active listening. This may sound crazy, but sometimes the best way to deal with disrespect is to just listen. Listen to the disrespectful person to gain a better understanding of their concerns and issues. Active listening is a superpower. It's about tuning into the other person's concerns or issues, even if their delivery lacks respect. Instead of reacting defensively or shutting them out, just try to listen actively. You want to understand the root of their concerns, even if they're masked by disrespect. By doing this, you're demonstrating that you want to see the bigger picture. Active listening allows you to peel back the layers of disrespect and see the underlying issues. Once again, this Stoic approach isn't about condoning or excusing disrespectful behavior. It's about fostering understanding and empathy. By actively listening, you're showing that you're not allowing their negative behavior to trigger a defensive reaction. Instead, you respond with curiosity and compassion. Now, this isn't easy to do. It requires you to remain stoic and display emotional intelligence. But if you do manage to do this, you'll sometimes find issues that you wouldn't have been able to find otherwise. Keep in mind that sometimes a person may have good reason to be upset, but their emotions can mess up their delivery. Number 8, choose forgiveness. When most people get disrespected, they explode in anger. But the superior option would actually be to forgive. Stoics believe that forgiveness is not a favor for others, but a gift you give to yourself. Think about it. Holding on to resentment is like being chained. And although you may think your resentment is justified, the reality is that your resentment only limits you and not anyone else. Forgiveness is the real key to inner peace and happiness. However, forgiveness is not always easy. Sometimes it takes time, and it doesn't mean forgetting what happened. Instead, it means choosing to let go of negative emotions that harm you more than anyone else. We should forgive others, but not recklessly. Forgive with wisdom, compassion, and justice. Listen, forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It's not surrender, but victory. It's not a sacrifice, but a reward. Forgiveness is the ultimate act of self-care and personal growth. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.